devotees. We're back. There was a different stream planned for today. It got postponed due to the other party having other shit to do. It's the fine. Not mad at them. Shit happens. Hence why we're late, because my dumbass forgot to download the other game that I was planning to start next Saturday. Because, you know, planning to start it next. Said, yeah, okay, cool. Anywho, hi Kaneko, hi Blue. Congrats on getting most devoted there, Blue. But yeah, this is one of a half a dozen smaller little games that I have on my ever-growing backlogs, so we're gonna go ahead and clear it out. This is the last show of Mr. Chardish, one of those ways it's read. We'll either finish this either this week or next week, probably. Not inherently certain on its length. Anywho, I'm not gonna ramble, and we're just gonna start the game. Yeah, I already said that. Stop passing me about that. August 4th, 1976, the Linfield Theater. All the games you played and streams that were on YouTube. Day before you saved VODs. I've been... Dear Ella, I've prepared a small surprise for you at the theater. Would you come and see it, Robert?
Please enjoy the final interview, bringing our series, A Collection of Masks, to an end. Our guest is again a brilliant playwright, actor, and theater director, the creator of such shows as Ascension and Labyrinth, Mr. Robert Chardish.
Chardish. Okay.
Hello?
Henry, it's Ella.
Ella? Oh, Ella! Hello! Honey, Ella's calling. What do you mean, which Ella? Our Ella. Oh, stop it, you. How are you doing? How's the weather out there in the States?
Oh, you know how it is. Win some, lose some, never a dull day. But I'm not calling from the States, I'm here in England.
Oh, one could never keep up with you.
I'm staying in that yellow hotel. What was his name?
Wait, the one here? In Linfield?
Yes. I'm back. Actually, I have a small favour to ask. Do you still have a car?
Oh, yes. The same old one. Had it for 20 years now.
It's the only thing that still works. Could you give me a ride somewhere?
To the cemetery? I can show you which grave it is.
No. I wanted... I have to check out the theatre.
Ah, right. Of course. I can be there in an hour. Would that be all right?
Sure, Henry. You are wonderful.
It's fine, Panda. There's always the next day.
Doesn't it? So much has happened here.
Sometimes too much.
Are you sure you don't want me to come with you?
Thank you, but I'd like to be alone for a moment.
Are we in? Oh, we're in. Okay. It's fine. Though on that note, Blue, yeah, there's no guarantee I'd remember that because I've been uploading the VOD since like 2021. That's like 4 years of VODs. I fucking heavens if I'd remember. Anywho's, hiya Panda, hiya Maddie. Oh, I have legs. Already a 10 out of 10 game. We got legs.
So, we meet again, Mr. Chardish. It's hard to believe that this is the end.
Isn't it? Time flies this fast only in the studio, on the stage, and with Sinatra.
It does indeed. Let me explain to the listeners who have missed the previous auditions that we've been meeting to talk about the major plays Mr. Chardish directed over the last 30 years. From the last one to the very first one, as well as about art in general and the bohemian lifestyle.
As long as I manage to stay on track.
Today our time travel takes us back to a theatre in the village named Lindfield, the first stage you had to command by yourself. Before we start talking about art, let me ask, how are you feeling?
Well, I guess I should have seen that one coming, given the circumstances. I feel undefeated, and the prognosis is rather optimistic as well.
Oh, surely a lot of people sighed with relief of me just now.
I appreciate that. Sadly, people who expect to see me on stage will be disappointed. The doctors deny me any excitement, and for once in my life, I am inclined to listen to people who know better than me.
It must be difficult.
Everyone has to exit stage eventually.
So I'm assuming they're meant to be like little flyers for the different plays: Daydreaming, Anger, Symmetry, and Ascension, and Solitude. Music. Oh, ha. Only one? No, there's two. Okay, I just said music. There's only one Solitude poster, but no, there's two Solitudes. The Linfield Theater. Ascension. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why I expected our run to be fast in the slightest. Not sure if it picks it up enough for you guys to, like, pick up on it on the stream, but we can hear the character breathing. One of these days I'll stop talking like I'm on TV. One of these days. Not today, clearly. Can I jump the fence? No, our jump's not that big. We got little baby hops. I'm gonna assume it's because we're playing an old lady. Actually, there was one option. I'm curious. Camera crosshair. Okay, that just adds like a little dot in the middle of the screen so that way I can see what exactly is being looked at. I don't need that then. I'll be fine without it. Yeah, Ian, you. We're properly asking, where the fuck does it want me to go? I'm up here. Guess maybe the door back here? There's more than one door, but yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, no, I definitely don't need the crosshair. It highlights interactables. Ooh, a document. Oh, good. Thank heaven. Oh, thank heavens they have the toggle text feature. Because if you asked me to read what the fuck this said, not happening. Jimmy Sir Kodash. I must admit to some level of surprise having received your letter. The last time we corresponded was a few ages ago, if memory serves. Though in my age, I don't expect it to. I would say it's a pleasure to hear from you, but it feels inappropriate given the contents of that message. I will spare you trite words of comfort and go right to addressing your plea for advice. Speaking as a third party to this, a person who some might call ancient, I cannot make the decision for you. I may possess all the facts, but it's not the facts that are most important here. Two people will have as different impressions of an event as the faces they see in the mirror. As such, whether you leave or stay, you have to decide on your own, and I see no correct answer. Do not forget that life is quite long, longer than it seems to the young people. And as long as it lasts, there's time to change your mind, fix all the mistakes, take a step on the scene yet again. Best regards, Professor Edmund White Moon. Doctor's handwriting. Accurate! It's a professor's handwriting, so it's just as bad. Oscar. I'm gonna assume that's who's in the thing there. Dan. Oil the Polish Jim R. Fit the screenplay scene 2 Robert. Order new chairs Sophie R. Rush the printers Robert. Arrange tailoring Sophie Berta R. Fix the stairs, the reel is loose Jim R. Okay, and this is... Oop. Dear Henry, I apologize for not coming in person. I'm sending 2 sets of keys to Linfield. The smallest one to the mailbox. Feel free to sell the contents of the boxes. I have no use for them. You can send them back if you find someone to rent the place to. Go ahead. Feel too weak to take care of that. I'm entrusting it to you. Once again, let me apologize for not being there in person. I couldn't because I'll just go. Curtain call. 50p September 1953. Is there true art to be found at Broadway? A real star in 2 months. How did she do it? The Curse of Cursing, a critical look at profanity in theater. Well, fuck. I just... Big braid. Oh. Make a ponytail from the hair on the top of the head. Leave the fringe down. Make another ponytail below. Separate the top ponytail, add two, and pull these parts under the bottom of the ponytail. This is what it should look like from the side. Part the lower ponytail and tie it under the higher one. Grab 2 strands on the sides and pull it through the last circle. Tie below the ponytail. Keep going. Optional. Tease each loop for more volume. Yep. If you have short hair, good fucking luck doing this. Before Sophie left for city, I talked to her and wrote these down. She said these should be enough to do the hair without her. We miss you, Sophie. Easy chignon for quick wardrobe changes. You shan't have need for more than 7 pins for this one. Make 3 loose ponytails and make the middle one high on the head. Hide the chignon bun under the middle ponytail. Remember to pin it to the head so it won't fall out like the last time. Pin one side ponytail over the middle one, wrap the other side, and the loose ends of both pin ponytails around the chignon bun, and pin the hair down. Tuck the ends under the last ponytail. Gibson girl hair for the witch. Part the hair around the hairline and leave a bunch on. Tease the hair by brushing down gently. Messaging on with the gathered hair, make it high on the head. Take the remaining hair strand by strand, tease it, roll it inside, and pin every strand in place. Think of each strand as a small victory roll. Do not fear making it too messy. It fits the character. You can even pull or leave a few strands untucked. You know, not sure what's more sad, the fact that I've seen more notes like that than I need to, or the fact that the way the notes are written is just like, yep, nope. This is someone else just prattling off directions while the other person had to figure out what the fuck to do. Hi, sudden piano. Step above paper mache. Ooh, another document. The Wanderer walks comfortably back straight into the audience. Walk, do not turn back. The Wanderer raises his head, shudders. The road leads upwards. The Wanderer forget. Curtain, exit stage left. There's notes on there. Note in the margin, implores to no avail. Or note in the margin, knows there's no return. Note in the margin, implores no avail. Okay. Look at it from my perspective. What fancy dancy weird shit are we gonna get by putting on a mask that somehow fits our face? Solitude. April 13th, 1957, starring Robert Chardish.
I can't stand how empty it became. Nothing to do but listen to the rats and remember how it used to be.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's why we're moving that. It's so we can get through the door. Okay.
Have I planned it? Not at all. The films were a complete novelty to me. But I'm glad that I dared. Despite the sacrifices and changes this decision brought about.
Sightless. Sightless.
There we go. It's like, where exactly do we gotta line this up with? So knowing how bright an actual spotlight is, yeah, I don't ever want to be this close to one of these. That's a bird. And this is a flower. Does it matter which door we go through? I'm gonna go through the bird. I think that answered my query of whether or not it mattered which door we went through.
We were here.
Yeah, blaring bright spotlight. Want to stop, please?
Together. Who stood against us? Who stood with us?
Who stood with us?
We played. We've decided.
We've decided.
We've decided.
We've decided.
You wanted to shine. 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 For this price. 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 For this price.
Dollars.
For if I had a friend all on this earth, you've been a friend to me.
Random, but okay.
Turn away. Turn away.
Okay. We go. Is this going to become a maze? Oh my god. No. Yep. Nope. It's a maze. Good to know.
I had plenty of plans. I wanted to have everything under control. But that's not how life is. The harder you try, the less control you have.
Noted. Anything else of interest there? No? Okay. Out of the accursed maze I go. Oh, we don't got that big of a jump. Okay. That would be on the ground. Okay. No, because I can't use that to do that. Huh. But just do this then? Okay.
At first, he got it into his head that he would sleep in the theatre like the old days, but I set him straight. But he still drove there every day, insisting he had to finish something. There we go. This was your desire. This was your desire. This was your desire.
Yeah, I think we got that memo. Thanks. What are we trying to do here? Today's quote is, "I'm tired of trying to do the damn puzzle." Back to modern, well, in air quotes, modern day for this game. So I got a feeling we're going to be putting on a handful of masks as we play through this.
The last performance showed in Linfield was definitely aimed at a mature audience. And from this perspective, it seems quite sad.
I'd rather call it introspective. It was a time where I used to spend quite some time on pondering what art is, how it reflects life, the decisions taken.
Solitude. The girl with the flaxen hair. Okay. Apparition. You wish to shine, the light burns. Note from R. Set up the spotlights on the rails. E-gem. Find a mechanic in the city. Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Hansel and Gretel. Robin Hood. We have very normal ones for like smaller scale plays. Uh, 4:30, 1957. Robert, you and your self-destruction scenes. If you miss having a second voice on the stage, why do you keep writing scripts for one actor? Stop tormenting yourself and come to London. We'll have a bit of whiskey and play something together. Jay Lake. How to be a modern. Sluggish, lavish furniture is simply passé. If you're still an owner of a bed that could safely fit a king with half his entourage, you're better off donating it to a museum or selling it at a flea market. Maybe there the dust trap will find a desperate historian. The future belongs to elegant, functional shapes, bright colors, and modern materials. Handyman. Renovate your house yourself. And yeah, over here we've got Ascension, Daydreaming, Solitude, Symmetry, and Anger. Certificate. This certificate is probably presented to the team Knight Bishop Rook of Royal Academy of Dramatic Art, Robert Chardish, James Lake, and Ella McLean. Signatures Thomas Steele, E. White Moon, and V. Anguish. On May of 1952. An interesting study of the human fear of the unknown. The futuristic environment is of particular interest. M. Green. They wore pots on their heads, and that was great, Johnny. Johnny, I have no idea who you are, but I already like you. Admission, adult 25p, children under 15 10p, parents with a child 50p, parents with 2 children and more 40p plus 5 per each child, and youth under 20 who still hold on to a childlike wonder for the world. So children under 15 and youth under 20. That's the asterisk is for. Bring your children, it'll cost you more. To be fair, it's valid enough. It's a spool of tickets. 10th of April, dress rehearsal. 13th of April, loneliness premiere. 15th of April, loneliness. 20th to 22nd of April, Easter break. 27th, loneliness.
Rather trite. When you're alone on stage, even light feels heavy.
Yeah, it does. That's sort of why being alone on stage is not fun. Hayward's Heath, 1956. Dear Mr. Robert, the package I got from you surprised me to no end in a pleasant way, of course. My health is excellent, thank you for asking. How do you fare? Sadly, this December is not treating us well. The weather is just dreary, and there haven't been rains like that for years. Scarf is delightful, and I thank you for it. I took the liberty of sending a little trinket your way in return. I hope it serves you well. I'm glad to not see you're not sore about us leaving. Nowadays, Linfield It's so serious, it would be scary to touch anything, let alone stand on stage. Regardless of that, please pop in for a cup of tea if you're ever in the area. Sophie O'Kelly. I'm not even gonna ask how that fits. Symmetry. December 7th, 1956. Starring Robert Kardashian and Melody Brick.
The dump. But I could still be fixed.
All workstations have been disabled.
How do you know? Who are you?
A broken, grounded robot.
Oh, look! A ventilation shaft.
I love how my only interaction is violence.
This must be some kind of mistake. I'll get some help.
Listen, I'm sorry to say it, but I don't think there's anyone left to help.
I don't understand.
I've heard the next transport is the last one.
So we're still here. Did they forget about us?
No, they've abandoned us.
Impossible.
Punch everything.
Throw me out? I've worked here for so long. I've worked in this exact room.
Do you recognize this place?
A little. I used to work around the whole factory.
Doing what?
Minor repairs, maintenance, you know, emergency tightening of the screws. And you?
I mainly carried boxes, daydreamed, and lost screws.
Poor console. So neglected.
Wait, can you operate them?
Yes?
So maybe we can make it. Catch this train.
Oh, yes.
What does this do?
Remote control for the transport platforms.
Oh. Hey, it's working.
Are you sure we're doing the right thing? They don't want us there. We're not certified.
So what? The outside world doesn't need a certificate.
But then everyone would be able to enter.
Exactly.
the world like then?
Full of light, freedom, and narwhals.
Oh, I've heard of them. They're tricky to program.
I think it's easier in the language of ukulele.
Well, thank heavens it turned that off.
Have you noticed? Some equipment still works. Consoles, platforms.
They'll eventually stop. The connectors will rust, anti-gravity will fail.
Poor them.
That's how it is. Nobody cares about this world. Look! A train arriving at the station.
Uh-huh.
It moves.
You have everything under control. You're doing great. You are a natural parcel, a free narwhal. Talking to lady to me. Be strong. Be like steel. You look ahead, and I'll check what's there.
Uh-huh.
Hey, are you here? Thanks.
At your service. I'll fix and save you. But don't just jump into danger like that anymore.
You have my word.
Why do you care so much about getting out? You almost became a bunch of spare parts.
Better to have tried and failed than to choose to stay stuck.
But
You don't want to get out.
I might want to, one day.
But do you want to get out or just get to another inside?
So, when you get out, you also have to do it right.
Well, the difference is fundamental.
Which is?
Basic.
I know what that word means, but what's the difference?
The ceiling?
Thank you, unhelpful robot.
Oh, I'm already an old man. I had time to make my small fortune. Oh, but it's a shame about the young ones. No one will come to get the chairs, of course, because shops carry them cheaper. And after you, no one opened another theatre, because there's no money in it.
The train again. We must hurry.
I remember when the factory was full of life.
If it can be called life.
Okay. Ooh. Do we go up or down? I'm going down. Okay, that was a waste of time.
Maybe you could overwrite my malfunction? What a strange feeling.
You've never been on this side of the controller.
No, not really.
Terrible, isn't it?
But this is wonderful. By the way, you're an expert on the outside world?
You could say that.
You've never been there? Not even for a moment?
If I were, I would definitely not come back here.
Even for a maintenance check?
Especially the maintenance check.
Hey, you know, I've been meaning to ask you.
Yes?
I've noticed that your springs are built in, so the malfunction must be caused by either the pins or the processor.
Sort of.
Such things are easily fixed, so if we find a station...
No, I don't want to have it fixed. I never wanted to. This is the only trace I have that's mine alone.
Will you think less of me when I fix myself? Being broken is just making things harder for us.
Good. Hard-earned things are worth more.
Yep, very clearly how this is intended.
I can move again.
Not the worst symmetry puzzle.
Consoles, the machines, everyone's still trying their best to do their job.
Why does it matter? They're too primitive to understand anything other than routine tasks.
How can you say that? Some of them are friends.
And we keep on rolling along.
Is that the same train? How come it hasn't reached the station yet?
The rails were designed by the trainees.
Thought so.
I love this room already, but how are you going to reach the top?
I'll find a way.
Poorly, I think, is the correct answer. Oh shit.
I love this room already, but how are you going to reach the top?
I'll find a way.
Oh, we're supposed to get off there. Okay.
I love this room already, But how are you going to reach the top?
I'll find a way.
And once you do get out, what are your plans?
I'll escape from the train.
I guess that much. But where will you go then?
It's simple. I'll go where I've never been.
And after that?
I'm not worried about the after. That world is so big, you could walk for days and not see any walls. The water containers are bigger than the whole factory, and the overhead lights never burn.
Won't you get lost there?
It's literally impossible.
How so?
To be lost is not to have found the goal, and my goal is all of the possibilities.
Or to not be able to find a way back.
I have no intention to come back here. There's nothing and no one for me here.
No one.
You don't have to worry about the plans or the rules. All of that is staying here, along with the routine, boredom, the rules. Are you listening to me? The outside world is the destiny for those like us. It's ultimate freedom. That's why I want to get there.
Okay.
Are you alright?
I just thought that there must be others here, waiting to be found and helped. This time, you'll have to do the jumping. Can I take over for a while? Wish me luck.
I wish you so much luck.
Tell me a little more about what the outside's like.
I'd rather not distract you.
I can multitask. Oh, look! Giant spinning blades.
What was that?
Some variety.
Even worse. So what do you want to know about?
Are there other robots like us?
There's no one like us anywhere.
You're avoiding the answer.
Because I don't know. I've never wondered about that.
Oh.
I'm only 90% genius. Does the world have to go up and down all the time? Up and down, up.
Welcome to my life. Hey, are there many places where you can jump there?
There's everything. Ramps and gullies,
Centrifuges too?
roundabouts,
Lifts?
and giraffes.
Wrenches?
Benches.
A whole river of grease.
Probably not. It would be too gooey. I'm free.
As if I was hurting you.
No, just giving the robot some anxiety that I didn't think it could have.
All good.
I can't move.
Is it the springs?
Boxes. What about you?
I'm fine.
It's different now.
We'll manage. Trust me. And what are your plans after we leave this place?
I'm not sure. Maybe I'll do grease changes.
That does not sound too exciting.
But it's a solid plan. Although, I think it would be nice to have someone whom I could help grease the wheels in the head.
Well, that would be nice.
Really nice.
Yes, yeah, it only lets us
Thinking what I'm
punch.
thinking,
Well, what are you thinking?
that the world is too big for one robot.
Yes, a little.
So, maybe.
One day.
Great. Let's go.
We're robots. We have a whole eternity. But who will take care of the factory?
Forget about it.
But
This is not a place for us.
this is where we came from.
You know what's best about your roots?
What?
That eventually you outgrow them.
That's sad.
It was meant to be a joke.
It came out sad.
Honestly. Just forget. It'll be easier.
Easier or better?
You know what I mean.
Yeah, let's go.
A little bit of A and a little bit of B.
Assembled, but not disassembled. Listen, I've found...
What?
Oh, nothing. It should be better now. Together, at last.
Yes.
All right? You seem lost in thought.
It's nothing.
Are you sure?
Yes, contrary to what it looks like, sometimes I happen to think.
Mm-hmm.
Ha! We seem to be in luck. It looks like it's going to arrive now.
Listen, do you really care about going?
Of course! I've been waiting for this my whole life. We have to hurry.
Yes, I get it.
We need to extend the ramp. We did it! Jump! Hey, what's with you?
This is our home.
Indeed.
You're joking.
I got myself fixed there. So now I can take care of everyone else.
We had plans. You were supposed to be with me.
I did not. I hoped you would stay a bit longer.
But this was my dream.
Uh-huh. I'll just ignore the suspension of disbelief that that tiny ass helmet fit on anybody's head, besides like a kid's. Oh, the helmet just fucked off.
Apparently, the script for this play has been rewritten many times.
Initially, it was very one-sided and bitter. And I realized too late that no one would be able to play the part of the flautist.
There's also another note here. Preston, April 24th, 1957, Mr. Chardish. I hope that I find you in good health and the muses still favor you. I've been putting off writing this letter, so some of this might not be relevant anymore. I admit I hope for it. I remember all too well how the darkness was down on you when you let it into your life. When I lost my family for the longest time, I thought the world irreversibly ended. To be honest, I do not remember much from back then. I had to work, cook, live, talk to other people, surely. But I can't recall any specific day, event, or what I did. Only the choking feeling of being lost. And the feeling that I lost something important. I hope you managed to find what you lost. I'm moving in a few days, far, far away. So I'm able to see your next play. I remain hopeful that I will get to visit your theater again. Instead of goodbye, I'd rather write until next time, LM. Play, fidgety, unrefined. Is he testing the screenplay? Weird time for a premiere. This scenography for Ascension, not entirely moved aside. Surely a test. Should we try this at our place? I think I see a dead mouse. Well, yeah, that's safe. I say that like anything we've done so far has been in any way, shape, or form safe, but that's besides the point. Symmetry, sound cue sheet, beginning of the scene, metal rumble, a broken grounded robot, music 01, look, a ventilation shaft, music 01, fade out, listen, I'm sorry to say it. I don't think there's anyone left to help, music 02, do you recognize this place, machine ambiance? Near console hum, at least they haven't cut the electricity off, crack little sparks, hey, it works, console beep. Hear the sound of the future. Loud and clear, May 1961, Sound System Magazine. In this issue, you'll be able to read about the Altec Lansing system, Voice of the Theater, A7500 system, A5 system, A8 system. Inside here, the sound of theater with the Landing speakers. Nothing will ever sound the same. Louder than ever, competitor by 24 decibels, sound clear as a bell. Corby, March 10th, 1956. Dear Mr. Chardish, it's a great honor for my humble shop that you showed an interest in our sound system. Aside from the speakers, I recommend the complete cabling at the best price per meter, and our amplifiers, particularly models P20, P216, and P216-2. With a 10-year warranty. As for your question, I'm of course able to divide the payment into convenient installments. I'd suggest 4 or 8 installments, although the price will increase by 12% in the first case and 18% in the second case. Yours faithfully, Philip Jr. Backsmith of Backsmith Sounds.
There have been opinions that it was a reaction to Ella McLean leaving the trope.
After so many years?
Well, whatever the case, the schism surprised everyone.
It certainly surprised me.
Ella, Candy has paint available for cheap. Go in the morning by 201. Walls as well. Where do we get the dye from? Berta has a friend who loves have rolls of fabric for pennies. Check how many pennies if we buy in bulk. How much bulk? If the fabric is cheap, the kids can finger paint the kingdom at the end. Only if it's left less than 50% of profit. Otherwise, ditch the idea. Do we gauge the profit based on the previous player, or do we test run at the premiere, Robert? If we have the premiere and then stop, it won't look great. Let's do it with worst case scenario. I have to move on to the next play. I'm going to do a small job with Henry and Mason. If you're so drunk they need someone to quickly fill in, I'll be back tomorrow and I'll buy paint on my way back. Hi, Quota. I do find it funny because like I'm sitting here reading these notes that are like back and forth between the fucking stagehands and shit. This used to look like some of my fucking group chats. Context lost without any knowledge of what was going on. Cohen Bridge, August 12th, 1956. Mr. Robert, the play was first class. I enjoyed it. The retrospection and reflecting, but obviously that level of intelligence in machines is nothing but a mere pipe dream. But who doesn't enjoy a bit of science fiction now and then? Speaking of fantasy, have you read The Lord of the Rings? It won't survive the trial of time, but it's an excellent way to pass a few evenings. As for the theater, I would like to ask, if I may, when will Miss McLean return? Because her successor, well, I don't want to be unkind, but you seem unable to recall half her lines. Shame. The scenography made an impression as usual. It's clear that our Jimmy has a knack for it, since even without Miss McLean, man, she's such a great job. Wishing you further success, Eric Miller. How about you? I've been good. How about you, Quota? Yeah, no, reading their notes back and forth. It's just, I don't have any of my old group chat logs from the theater days, but like, context was so bad. I'd be alive in here, you know? Fair enough. Heavens above. Okay. Start forward to August 24th, 1956. My baby dearest, I'll be frank. You are clearly trying to push your old poor mother into an early grave. What were you thinking? Movies? Honestly, haven't you heard what people say about actresses who are unfortunate enough to play in them? Which man will even look at you after this? I've suffered a lot. You wanted to go to London and I kept my silence. You went to university and I bit my tongue. And even sent you money. You decided you wanted to move to a province, and even that I survived. Although your father would have a heart attack from seeing you waste your life away like that. And now, when they finally start writing nice things about you, you decided to throw that away. You said you were happy there. No words. Well, you got bored or someone upset you. Then come back home. Now times have changed. Father will teach you how to fix watches, and you have a real job. But God forbid you from playing in movies. Love, Mom. Light, Icarus, Ascension, Stone Modules, More Feathers, Sun, Higher, Higher. I'm here for incomprehensible notes that make no sense. Linfield, July 12th, 1956. James, what am I doing? Today was the premiere. It still sounds bad. Wrong. I've rewritten the script a million times already and it still sounds like one big lie. James, could you come see the play? So, could I send you the script? Maybe we could meet in London. Is that a mask? Okay, so that's our next mask to put on. The witches. The good witch. Mold wet felt, a black scarf, my black blouse. Attach 2 knee-high skirt forms to the black pencil skirt. The bad witch pinned the black scarf, keep the same blouse, pockets sewn for props. Torn sleeves on an elastic, and black circle skirt. The forest spirit, the wreath from the box, suit shirt from a white square. Ella's white belt, the bridal petticoat Alice gave us, make the veil from another white square. Yep. I have no idea what the hell this chicken was used for, but I'm here for it. Anger. Yeah, that appears that whomever was working on writing this was angry or annoyed. Sword. Let's go put on our next mask. Anger. August 16th, 1956.
Ladies and gentlemen, what's this? Who's this? Our hero, the musketeer. I give you my word, my dear. Honorable, knows no fear. And the story, you won't guess.
I've missed this car. Hey, I'm serious. Now everything is so pristine and professional, I started forgetting. Things don't always have to be like that.
You knew why I came here.
I think I have an idea what those chickens were for now.
We were meant to spread our wings, not change one set of shackles for another.
The heck is this one? It's a game, DZ. Why are you prancing? Cause we're acting out of play.
Ladies and gentlemen, such deeds aren't easy to achieve. Cheerful, brave, oh believe, wearing his heart on a sleeve. It's a lad just like that. What a sword, what a hat.
Really, can't you tell, DZ?
My first stage appearance? I was 4, dressed in a fairy costume. The audience was aged 2 to 80. I heard it looked like I had a great time. I wanted to keep having a great time.
It was supposed to be only the beginning. We were biding our time, waiting for a chance, and now this is it.
Turns sad and depressing. I think it started off sad and depressing. But sure. Considering the start of the game was us playing a former actress at this theater, going back and realizing that it's been long since abandoned. About 20 years or so after this current play.
Ladies, gents, all of you, let's look closely what he'll do. Will he flee, cowardly from the danger? We shall see. Will he draw his sword and win, proving his worth to the queen? It all remains to be seen.
Oh, we switched stances. We're now two-handing the rapier for some weird, estranged reason.
And now all of a sudden you think this is wrong. Because there's too much work, publicity.
Yeah, no. Saturdays is currently just me going through my backlog of slightly shorter games. Some of them less cursed than others.
Gentlemen and fair ladies, what is that? Who is this? Our hero could it be? Come, look closer. Can you see? Follow closely every step.
Bees! I was right. There's more balloons back here.
Later on, I've discovered that art requires work, hard work, at times too hard.
Bum bum ba-dum 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 bum bum ba-dum bum.
You know how many people can only dream of having problems like this?
Hello, chickens. Goodbye, chickens.
Are you mad? We won't take a break. Not now.
For context, Easy, the name of this play is Anger.
Ouch, this step, quite inept. Do you think he's going to prove something with those clumsy moves? Will the crown ever approve? Though he does all he could do to fulfill his fate and to make sure that his dream comes true.
The most important thing is to not give up. Sometimes when I feel like I'm at my limit, I remember the Globe Theatre fire. It was entirely rebuilt. It makes me feel like like everything is possible.
If we had summer claim, we might have been able to afford to take a break. Maybe next year.
Oh, I'm supposed to break that. Where am I? No? Okay. Ah, that way.
I don't know. Maybe. Maybe in 2 years. Look around you. You want to lose it all?
Has he ever mentioned me? Although I don't think I want to know.
Oh, yep, more red balloons.
What's the most important thing? I think being a good human being first. A good actor second.
Alright. Goodbye, bees. Okay, so that's our end goal right there. So over where the angry red confetti is flying about. So I think we need to run up here. Huh. Aha.
Gentlemen, tell me then, did he do well in the end? Oh, the realm he did defend. He stayed proud and brave and true. The crowds love him. Yes, we do. And what will be his reward? Angry looks. A bitter word. Why won't you say anything? Answer me.
No one sees the people who work behind the scenes. You might make beautiful costumes, makeup, props, and no one will bother to learn your name.
You want to lose it?
You know, I'm entirely fine with no one knowing my name.
To disappoint the audience?
Oh, there's balloons there.
No one talks to the people who have suffered a defeat. They're just not inspiring.
Ruin people's careers. Keep me here. Is that what you want?
Oh, more balloons.
No one will just come out and say he was mean, Henry. That's a taboo. On stage, you can play any role, but in life, you only get one.
It's not my fault. I got carried away. Back to August 4th, 1976. Valid response to Mask for the play Anger.
How did you?
What do you mean?
I only showed this once. How do you even manage? Well, not all demons can be buried.
Demons?
Pride, anger, whatever you'd like to call them.
I'm afraid I still don't understand your meaning.
Yes, misunderstanding. The worst of the bunch. I didn't even mean to turn it into an argument back then.
Good, safety last. Then again, we've been wandering around in abandoned theaters. Safety was the last of our concerns. August 16th, 1956, Mr. Chardish. I'm outraged by your last show. I took my children to see it, and the ending was so scary. My son spent the whole way back crying. I demand money back. Regards, Agatha Yellowbluss. Agatha, maybe check the age rating of the show before you go. Mr. Chardish, you know perfectly well that I try not to be overly critical, and if possible, I try to find something worthy and positive in every work of art. Regardless of either last way, but to put it mildly, it seemed a bit rushed. To be perfectly honest, I am surprised you decided to put it on, since you still play Ascension, don't you? Regards, Isabella Bailey. Oh, it's... That wasn't long between masks. Okay. Ascension, August 1st, 1956, starring Robert Chardish.
They're coming. We'll rise. Higher.
So, why should you hire me at Linfield? Because I'm persistent. Yeah, I'm quite a tenacious bastard.
Yep, big jumps in this case.
Everyone. Further. Faster.
And how did the rest of the cast end up?
Forward.
I half expected that to fall on our heads.
It's my destiny. To go where no one has ever gone.
All right. You keep telling yourself that.
So, are we really doing this? With the... everything? Did you rob the bank?
Sorry, why is robbing a bank involved now?
Jim is now making those aeroplanes, can you believe? You know, I remember that kid chasing after you with a screwdriver.
You gonna assume that everybody slowly but surely left the troop? Which is why the theater's closed down? That is entirely possible.
Everyone. Cold-faced statues block my path. Inertia. In one place. Bound.
Man, this bat... it's brilliant!
Yeah?
For eternity. I won't stay.
Goodness, whose ambition? Okay, inverse controls. Got it.
Well, what if we took a more mythical approach? I can see him making the face already.
Robert, give him a chance.
We'll be able to tout this on the poster.
Down we go. What's the game about? Good question. It is so far us going through and exploring the old theater that our main character used to work at.
Could you tell us what inspired Ascension?
And experiencing a little bit of the plays written after they left. So I'm assuming most of the plays are after they left.
So clear. In the light at last. Blurred lines. Faster.
I'd certainly love to do that, but we are rather set in speed.
Forward. An old dream. Fulfillment.
I see another bubble to go smack my head into.
Freedom.
Ow.
Daniel, however, seems to have disappeared after that unfortunate success of yours.
Anywho, hi Spikes.
But the empty ruins. This dead art. I'm still searching. I want to burn. To be above it all.
Ow.
Higher.
Nope. I'm not in control of it anymore. We're aspera ad astra. So I think 4 out of 6 masks now.
You're talking about Ascension, right?
This is the best of all plays shown in Linfield. Certainly the most well-known. The set design was astounding.
All Ella's work.
Are you quite all right, Mr. Chardish?
No. Ascension was my dream. I wanted to prove that Lindfield was more than fairy tales for children. That we were on par with London and the rest of the stages of the world. I wanted us all to be heard by more than the few families who came to see us regularly. That's why I pushed too hard. I wanted to be heard.
You know, that's fair. I just sort of play whatever, and that is just how I've operated for the entire time. Strange games, normal games, whatever it may be. Alright, ZZ. We'll reschedule our thing whenever you have the time. Just let me know. Oh, fuck no, I wouldn't trust this. Well, time for us to go touch something that we probably shouldn't. This place has been abandoned for 20 years. I am not touching it with a 9.5-inch pool. That's at least the safest thing so far. That's saying something. Daydreaming. Lots and lots and lots of posters for daydreaming, which I think might have been our main character's last play here. Robert, my friend, oh, how do I hate you sometimes. Couldn't you have staged plays like this while you were still in London? Do you really need all the bees, meadows, sunflowers, and the menagerie to catch the wind in your sails? Or rather than the wings? Not to mention you waited until I was unable to come see it. That's a torment and betrayal. But honestly, I'm glad to hear you started playing seriously. The tales need to be told, of course, but you've always been suited to a bit of a higher drama. Hug Ella for me and tell her I hope you'll both finally pay me a visit. We're playing the mousetrap, I know, yet again. I'll get you some tickets, I'll buy some wine, and we'll probably celebrate your success. I've been good. Ascension. The daydreaming. Yep. Syrinx. Practice direction while doing the dishes. Practice diction while doing the dishes. Betty bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it'll make the batter bitter, but a bit of better butter will make my batter better. So 'twas better Betty butter bought a bit of better butter. No. God, I hate that. Then yeah, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would chuck wood as much as he could and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Near, ear, and nearly eerie ear. Lesser leather never weathered weather better. God, I hated doing these. I hated these so much. These are so much worse when you're dyslexic. So much worse. Yeah, near an era, nearly eerie ear. This is one like the Betty Botter one, just fucking reading out the window. Fucking hated doing that and still had to do it. Christmas pudding. Is this actually pudding? 11 pounds of dried fruit, 60 ounces of candy fruit, 5 ounces of cognac, 50 grams of chopped nuts, 1 apple, the zest of an orange, juice from 1 orange, 5 ounces of flour, 3 ounces of breadcrumbs, 3 eggs, 1 teaspoon of spice mix, ground cinnamon, allspice, ground ginger, and cardamom, star anise, and black pepper, and 40 ounces suet. We'll just use butter. Mood. Start prepping the pudding the day before serving. Mix both dried and candied fruit with cognac. Leave in a bowl for a day. Mix from some time. Finally chop with a suet. Grate the butter. And set it outside to let it freeze. What if it's not cold enough to freeze? Set a tiny portion aside to grease the tin. Use the room temperature butter to grease the tin. Yeah. Okay, so no, I know what this is. This is figgy pudding. A version on it. A less atrocious version of figgy pudding. The actual recipe for that's such fucking disgusting. There's our next mask. The 3 heads of the well. Long before Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table, there resided in the eastern part of England a king who kept his court at Colchester. In the midst of all his glory, his queen died, leaving behind her an only daughter, about 15 years of age, who for her beauty and kindness was the wonder of all that knew her. But the king, hearing of a lady who had likewise an only daughter, had a mind to marry her for the sake of her riches, though she was only ugly, hook-nosed, and humpback. Her daughter was a yellow dowdy, full of envy and ill nature, and in short, was much the same mold as her mother. But in a few weeks, the king, attended by the nobility and gentry, brought his deformed bride to the palace where the marriage rites were performed. She had not been long in the court before she set the king against his own beautiful daughter by false reports. The young princess, having lost her father's love, grew weary of the court, and one day, meeting with her father in the garden, she begged him with tears in her eyes to let her go and seek her fortune, to which the king consented and ordered her stepmother to give her what she pleased. She went to the queen, who gave her a canvas bag of brown bread and hard cheese, with a bottle of beer. This was but a pitiful dowry for a king's daughter. She took it with thanks and proceeded on her journey, passing through groves, woods, and valleys, till at length she saw an old man sitting on a stone at the mouth of the cave, who said, "Good morning, fair maiden. Whither away so fast?" "It's father," says she, "I'm going to seek my fortune." "What have you got in your bag and bottle?" I'd prefer to keep reading, but yeah, I get that we're not going to get to. Check no result into John's cave. Okay. A variation on Jack and the Beanstalk. Kingdom module. Ah, yeah. Fine, I'll go touch the stupid mask and go into what I can only assume to be the next play. Daydreaming, July 8th, 1954, starring Robert Chardish and Ella McLean.
What is that melody? It calls me so. Tempting to leave the world behind and follow. In the beginning, we only showed fairy tales. It seemed fitting. Step out of the theatre and look around. A scene taken straight out of a fairy tale.
So our collectible for this one's music boxes. Got it.
The colours. How is it done? Will you reveal your secret?
If I find you worthy,
How?
where there's a tune, one should dance. But how to dance all on your own. A twirling broom I've seen by chance. Bring her here and we'll go on.
Ouch! What a scoundrel!
Man, getting beaten up by a broom.
Damn, I can't do this.
Dancing may not be your thing.
Painting could be, don't you think?
Again, waves ahead of us, and the river twirls and foams.
Here's a bridge so we can pass, and together venture on.
What inspires you right now?
Everything that's all around. Secrets were revealed to me that made me feel and hear and see.
All the beauty.
Lustrous green.
Crystal waters as they gleam.
All right, how do we line this up? Ah,
Henry, how did you get my number? Oh, no, of course. I am so happy to hear you.
woo!
Look ahead.
Look, there's a place of color.
Hues so vibrant. Blue and red.
And the size, it's hard to think that it won't fade in a blink.
We We've never closed our door to anyone. All kinds of people came and helped us. But some came looking for help. And the open door was no mere metaphor. Back then, we didn't have the key.
What if it was meant for us? Oh, an unreal thought, alas.
But you're right. It's our future. Vivid, bright.
Do you mean it? Could it be? Could you stay right here with me?
I'm beginning to understand why diction was important. Half of this is fucking tongue twisters.
Look, an apple tree. So grand. You can see it squash the land. Getting a hang of those strokes. A real talent just awoke.
And this palette can't deny colors that will make one cry.
Though the critics break my heart, I will not stop making art.
But honestly, I must say, this world used to be so grey. But then someone let in light, let in colors, bold and bright.
Let in music, weightless song, made me feel I'm not alone.
Oh, this tree reaches so high, I could almost touch the sky.
You've just started climbing up. Soon you'll have some clouds to grab.
Okay. I'm gonna go back the other way. No, can't go the other way. Okay. There's a way to advance from here. Just gotta figure it out then. Not that way. You can cross over here. You can climb up here. Um... Oh, I didn't quite hit all that one. Okay.
Sometimes life can be simple, as long as you don't complicate it.
Ooh.
Can you see it in the distance?
Soaring towers. The roofs glisten.
Oh, a castle that's so great. Might be crowded at the gate.
Possibly.
I did not expect to see.
In a forest, there's a tree.
It's so lovely when you play. Even branches run away.
Oh, heavens above.
The road leads up through dark woods. Music could lighten the mood.
And if the trees begin to dance, should we really take that chance?
What adventure would that be? Now, stop teasing. Play for me.
Oh, another bridge we get to draw.
Castles, walls so tall and strong.
I think that's where we belong. Oh, a lunch left unattended.
I think this mess could be mended.
A few strokes here and there. Fix the table. Lift a chair. How enchanting is that sound? A spell that makes my heart pound.
I got hungry, but I feel a bigger hunger for a thrill.
Well, it's your lucky day. I will show you something. Wait. Colours twirling up above a woman that I like.
How exciting! Is there more? Send all of the colours soar.
Okay.
A perfect shot, I say. This is how you fight the grey.
Actually, I considered Linfield more like a home than a theatre. And yes, this time it is also a metaphor.
Yeah, that's the walking sim, sort of. So far, not so bad.
Grey. And the ground's all dry. Downsides of a cloudless sky.
That's a fountain, isn't it? Think that it will do the trick? Let's try to restore the flow. Maybe some of the plants will grow.
Ah, there's the next
I
one.
was happy because the kids were happy. Before that, when I was still a student, I used to worry about the criticisms before each performance. Only out here in the sticks, I remembered how much joy art can give.
It's not hard to find my path in this fucking world. Can't get lost in this instance. I mean, I could, but you know, it would be significantly bloody harder.
Weirdest treasures we have found while travelling hand in hand.
Well, this really makes you wonder. How creative was that plumber?
So talented and so smart. She's herself a work of art.
Whoop. Up we go then.
Can you see this? So suddenly, all those colours.
We did this, you and I. Behold, world! We advance. The Grey will not stand a chance.
And this castle? In the distance? Was it?
Dreamt into existence.
Come on. Here we go.
Bridges in this neighbourhood were made from such feeble wood.
Well, our road sometimes is bumpy. That's no reason to be grumpy.
Can't believe it. Up we fly. We are soaring towards the sky. Real magic, I won't lie. We're flying. The carpet can't say no to the beauty of your song. Those green landscapes down below are a painting on their own. Like those towers, glistening bright in the gold of the sunlight. Wonderful beyond belief. Wish I didn't have to leave. Oh, but maybe I could stay. I would paint and you would play. Both these powers and those lands seem like gifts put in our hands. Too bad it's so grey and bleak. But we'll fix that really quick. Our forces hand in hand will flood colours across the land. You're still silent.
When I stop playing, we fall!
One thing really scares me though, and I feel that you should know, that the freedom of this flight might not easily leave my mind.
Enjoyed some time on a magic carpet ride.
A sea of flowers. What a sight!
All these petals shine anew, covered in a golden hue. Hey, I think they'd look really good on you. can we pass through this wall? If we climb, we'd surely fall.
Time to follow the clearly distinctive piping throughout the town.
There must be a reason to not letting anyone through.
Do you think we'll pass this test and escape lives we detest?
Oh, okay, so to unlock that one, I gotta unlock all the rest of them. Okay. Wherever the hell the last one is. Back this way? Okay.
The test? This life is just ordinary.
Mundane, grey, dull and dreary.
One, two. Out that one.
With you, never.
Yes, that's fair.
Yeah, we can go up here.
May I spend my days with her?
Ooh. Up we go.
My heart flutters, beats so fast. We are almost there at last.
Tests and hardships we have faced. All of this was worth the chase.
Never had a home before. A house, maybe. This is more.
I can win whatever fight if you're right there by my side. And what's next?
It's up to us.
All right. Back to the present.
I think we were looking to be carefree, the two of us in cardboard crowns, surrounded by a bunch of planks.
Dear Ella, I now realize that the theatre was never mine. It was ours. We created it together. And I think that ultimately, you deserve it more than I ever did. Yours truly, Robert.
The children were a most appreciative audience. That was enough then. I can't believe it's been 20 years since we last talked.
It is possible Miss McLean is listening to us right now.
Maybe. I've heard all of her interviews.
What would you tell her if she was listening?
Actually... Hey, Elle. As you can hear, I have a lot going on right now. As always, I'm seeking attention, oversharing my private business, and possibly still working a bit too much. If you were here, you'd have bullied me into going somewhere where the air is clean and the life goes slower. And I wouldn't even argue. You know, I'm attempting to put my thoughts and affairs in order. Take care of unfinished business. I have not told you many things that I wanted you to hear. I let some that I didn't slip through. I want to apologize for that. I started writing a one-actor play a while ago. It starts with a familiar, a long, long time ago, and ends with, and they lived happily ever after. So, if you care to take a look, I'll be waiting in Linfield.
And it's a ruined, dilapidated theater, but like it can be rebuilt. So yeah, that marks into this. The long growing list of random ass things that I have to play that I have no intent to play solo or play by myself without an audience. Words. The thought goes there. The last show of Mr. Chardish. Yep. Solitude, Symmetry, Anger, Ascension, and Daydreaming. Done in the opposite order that they were released in. It was Daydreaming, Ascension, the character we're playing has left, so then it was Anger. Symmetry was the new actress, and then Solitude was the last one. There's a replay levels. Neat. If you wanted to go see what happens if she let go of the theater, you could just hop back to Daydreaming. It's the only time that, like, there's any major choices. Besides, that's just collectible stuff that you could have missed. Not too bad. It was fun. uh... curious. Hang on, what? Have you checked it on this? I forget. There we go. That's under. Hmm. It's not updated. It's fine. I'm gonna see what other like achievements there were, but bleh. Wrong. I have too many things open. Me over here staring at my keyboard like it's some sort of foreign entity for a second. Yeah, it's a short little thing. We'll have something else again next week. This is probably just gonna be mostly shorter games for a wee while. I just don't feel like dedicating a bunch of time to something still. And to no one's surprise, I'm still kind of sort of burnt out on voicing characters and shit. So I do be looking through random ass things for like Saturday streams, though. Assuming GZ actually gets Saturdays off again, which hopefully happens, we'll be doing a thing together then. Because we were going to do today, but she has to work today, so. There, I hydrated, did it. But yeah, going through things like the Heart and Slash was rather short. Got an ending to that game. This was rather short. Other things that I have planned might be longer, stuff like Eterno Blade, because it's a Castlevania-esque style game. 2.5D style Castlevanias. I forget what the technical term for that genre is right now. Off the top of my head, but like that's on the list of eventuallys, possiblys. And then I have stupid things that like I don't intend to finish. Either because they're roguelikes or roguelites without a proper ending, or stupidly difficult because some of these are, specifically the ones that are likes, do not, just like the original Rogue, they're not player friendly. Though soon, because it released, I think, earlier today. Soon-ish, maybe. We'll see. Sometime between now and next year, probably. I'll be playing the third Eye of the Somnium Files game. because No Sleep for Kaname Date released recently, and I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, I'll be going through the miscellaneous shit I have and clearing out a couple of the shorter games on Saturdays currently. Shorter in air quotes. Now the important question is who to go pester. I think I have an idea. More weird games? That's just kind of sort of the bread and butter here, Cora. I don't typically play what would be considered a normal game. Yeah, no, as Maddie's either out there, there's the raid infos. We're gonna go pester Apollo. Ooh, but yeah, that's the biz at the moment. So Saturdays are gonna be, assuming DZ gets them off, it's gonna be me and DZ doing a thing. And then the opposite Saturdays from that will be stuff like this, little short games and shit. I'll have to see about Saturday, or not Saturday, but Sundays. I'll go poke Fina after this about that. And Mondays are gonna be their usual shit. Fridays is still God Eater, because I have a lot of God Eater to get through before I'm done. And I'm actually kind of sort of having fun with that. Anywho, I'm doing that thing called blabbing again. So yeah. As the narration states, once you post mine, feel free to post yours. Use whatever emotes you guys like for your guys' thing, for your guys' read message. It's towards the bottom of that brick of text. But yeah. As always, devotees, until next time, bye-bye.